Okay. Hi, Clarice. It's Bonnie. How are you today?
Hi, Bonnie. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for your time today. I just wanted to let you know that I'm speaking to you from Toronto.
Hi, Toronto. Fun fact, I was born in Toronto.
That's right. And that's why I'm telling you. I know, but you didn't stay here long. You moved on. So I'm sorry that, but we need you to come back and bake for us here. Like any thoughts about that?
Oh, I would love to. I would love to.
Okay. Well, the open invitation, my kitchen isn't huge, but I think it would work for you. So we can talk after. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations on this. I watched a bunch of episodes and it's so much fun. And before we talk about judging and all that kind of stuff, what was your first memory of Dr. Seuss?
Oh, my mom used to read all the Dr. Seuss books to me every night as a child. So it's ingrained in my soul.
Right. Who doesn't love Dr. Seuss? And what an amazing idea for a baking show. I mean, especially for the fact that, it's so whimsical, so much fun. These bakers can really go all out for this. So I wanted to ask you first off, how did you get involved and kind of what was your reaction to saying, "Oh, okay, like you want me to judge this? Kind of neat."
Oh, I mean, I got a phone call and they asked me if I'd be interested in being a judge on this new Dr. Seuss baking challenge, and I was ecstatic. Like I was like, this is the job for me. I look like a Dr. Seuss character. Like I want to live in the city of Seuss. So give me this job. I mean, like 3 months of casting later, I actually landed it, and I couldn't be happier.
Oh yeah, I mean, so much fun. And what these bakers get to do, I mean, they're not newbies, so they have experience, so they kind of have that vision. Tell me a little bit about judging that and how hard that is for you because they're all so good.
They're excellent. All of them are super talented. And I think what's unique about this baking competition is that each team has one pastry chef and one cake artist. So they're
Right.
really putting both sets of skills together to create these like beautiful showpieces and tasty desserts. It kind of mirrors like I'm the pastry chef, and then my co-judge Joshua John Russell is a cake artist.
Yeah.
So it's like we each have different skill sets that we're better at or we're more knowledgeable about.
Okay, so as a pastry chef, like what are you looking for when even when you even if not just the show, but like when you go into another bakery or or just whatever, like what tips you off, go, yeah, that's really good, or that sucks.
Well, everybody eats with their eyes first, so
Yes.
I look at it and I can tell if it's made properly or if it's not. And then if I think that it looks like it's delicious and then I taste it, I'm always looking for fun and new sort of like flavor combinations, things that I haven't necessarily tasted or something that might surprise me, something that I haven't ever thought about before. So those are the things that I personally look for. I like visually, I like things that I also haven't seen before. Like really, I just kind of want to be surprised, like, oh, I never thought about doing that. Or oh, this is new, this is something that I haven't seen. And of course, technique and accuracy.
Yeah. Why do you think, Clarissa, these baking shows have become so popular, especially over the last maybe decade or so? It's amazing. And over COVID, obviously, I mean, I was not a huge cook or baker, but boy, did I ever take to my kitchen because it's so comforting. I gained a lot of weight, but oh well, it is what it is, right? But why do you think we just are drawn to these shows?
Well, baking, like you said, it's very therapeutic. I think especially baking because it is a process. Like cooking, you can do it really, really fast. With
Yeah.
baking, you have to be more precise, and you actually have to like read the instructions, and you have to follow the directions, and that whole process from like start to finish is just very like therapeutic and like zen like and like meditational. So I think that a lot of people were seeking that kind of comfort, especially during the pandemic. Like everybody became a baker during the pandemic, and not
Yeah.
just you, but I think everybody also gained weight during the pandemic.
Yeah, still
Um,
trying to walk it all off. I'm getting there. I'm getting. How do you stay so thin? Come on, what's your secret?
it's not a secret. I work out a lot. I have to work out so much in order to maintain my weight because I enjoy food too much
Right.
to be on a sort of restrictive diet, and
Yeah.
it is also my job. So like, in order for me to eat all of the things that I want to eat, I have boxing. I do a lot of boxing. I do a lot of bike riding. I walk everywhere, and I do yoga.
Yeah, amazing,
All about
amazing.
balanced, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I want to
Yeah.
ask you, you started your career as a model, and I wanted to know what was the trajectory to make you want to become a chef, and how did being a model kind of help you with that, becoming a pastry chef?
Well, as a model, I got to travel a lot, and when I lived and I moved to all these like different countries, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know the language. I didn't know, the culture or anything, and so I kind of just started to take it. I took it upon myself to learn about the food. Everywhere I went, food was such an important part of everybody's lives. Like that's how
Right,
like even if I couldn't communicate to somebody else in their language at first, it was like, oh, come to my dinner party, and the food would be the sort of like communication. So
right.
that's why I became very interested in becoming a chef to begin with, and then I ended up, going the pastry route.
Hey, why not? I trust me. I think that
Yeah.
would be my route too, for sure. Just to wrap it up, I just want to get back to the show a little bit because when you are seeing all these amazing baking creations that we're seeing in this Dr. Seuss challenge, which is just it was blowing my mind. Even though you're a veteran, you're an established pastry chef. What do you learn from these bakers? Do you still take away stuff?
Oh, of course. I learn something new every day. I think that's very important as a chef. Like you can be, 50 years in the industry, but like if you're a real chef, you're going to be able to take away from somebody else's experience. You're always going to be learning. So there's not you're never going to be the best because there's always going to be somebody that's better than you.
Yeah.
So for me, like, my message, and I think this transfers to like just life sort of, oh, sorry, my cat got out of the
That's okay. That's okay.
house. But yeah, I think, just, good life lesson is that, you should be learning from everybody. I definitely learned from the contestants. There are things that they thought of that I would never think of to do.
Right.
And, is yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so much fun to watch this. Well, listen, thank you so much for your time today. I really do appreciate it. And lastly, what are you baking for the holidays? Like, is there something specific that your family says you cannot come to this dinner unless you bring this?
No, I actually try to switch it up every year
That's
because I'm like, every year it's like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to try to do this, or, I want to do that. I mean, there's always going to be like a pie or some sort of like cake, but,
right.
there's lots of cookies, there's lots of like candies, there's lots of chocolates. But
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely switch it up like every year.
Well, good stuff. If you ever need a taste tester, I am available. I promise you. No problem.
Amazing. I will look you up for that.
I appreciate it, Clarice. Thank you so much for your time today. Best of luck with the show and happy holidays to you. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
Okay, take care. Bye bye.
Bye.